Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern Ned Reynolds, who made it to the halfway point of the week. The NBA finally got a chance to release their game schedule, probably due to the fact that one player just couldn't decide where to go.
Not probably, definitely that's why. Oh, one word, two syllables, LeBron. This is bizarre. I've never heard of anything like this, but the NBA waited all this time. Usually they put the schedule out in, maybe early, mid-June, sometime around there. Here it comes out yesterday. Why? Because the NBA waited for LeBron to choose his team so they could formulate their TV schedule. This is rubbish. Absolute rubbish. You mean to tell me you can't come up with a viable TV schedule while you're waiting on one man? Come on. Anyway, LeBron chose Philadelphia, so Philadelphia is now the marquee team for all the NBA on TV. It's just bizarre. Anyway, the schedule's out, and the season all begins next month, actually 2 months from now, but they'll be in the training camp before too much longer.
Crazy, but at the same time, I know that you being a South Jersey guy, you're a 76er fan, so you gotta be interested to see this with your team, right?
In a sense, yes. I was more Philadelphia Eagles, Philadelphia Phillies, but the Sixers themselves are a relatively new team. They did exist when I came to college, but they were a transfer from Syracuse, New York. The old Philadelphia Warriors moved out to California, and it's beside the point. Yeah, I saw many 76ers games with Wilt Chamberlain and Guy Rogers, and they had all sorts of people on that team, and great teams and championship teams. Well, they're now the marquee team because LeBron James is playing for them. And here's the interesting thing. So the big game, the headliner, of course, Christmas Day is always the big coming out party for the NBA, but now they're moving it to opening night, which is October 20th. The opening game on national television, of course, involves the NBA champion New York Knicks. And who are they playing? You guessed it. Philadelphia 76ers. LeBron James. The game will be at Madison Square Garden in New York. It'll be on national television, always is. I believe NBC is the one that carries it. But they have the ring ceremonies and all that. And then to see, and there'll be, 22,000 people in the Garden to see how they greet LeBron that night. Here's the NBA's all-time greatest scorer, the very first ever NBA and one of the very few pro players to make $1 billion, to earn $1 billion. And here he is coming out there. This is going to be very interesting to see.
Hey, man, if you're dedicated, you can do anything. Now let's switch gears to tennis and Cincinnati Open. When's that start at?
It starts right now. They're going through the qualifying today and tomorrow, and then the competition does begin tomorrow. This is interesting because all of a sudden, Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz, two of the top players, have had to pull out because of injuries. Now, Novak Djokovic, to my knowledge, is still in the competition. But they're the men. What's the biggest draw for the Cincinnati Open? And, folks, the Cincinnati Open is a very big tennis tournament prior to the U.S. Open. The biggest draw is ladies' doubles. That's where all the people buying tickets, and there will be many thousands who do, they're buying tickets. Ladies' doubles? Are you serious? Yep. That's because the doubles team of Serena Williams and her sister Venus, 14-time Grand Slam champions, 3 Olympic gold medals. They're attempting a comeback, going to play together. Their schedule has not been released yet, but I think it's probably going to start maybe tomorrow or Friday. But the ladies' doubles is what everybody wants to see, and in all honesty, should be a lot of fun.
Definitely should be, and those tickets, they ain't cheap at all.
Heavens no.
Cardinals still facing off with the Phillies. How they look in game 2?
This is a very interesting game because you knew it was going to be a pitcher's battle. Andre Palante and Philadelphia's lefty, Sanchez, is really a very good pitcher. But the fact of the matter remains, it was 0-0 until the 7th inning. The Cardinals scored a run in the last of the 7th. Get this one. Philadelphia loads the bases with nobody out in the top of the 8th inning, and the batter is Luis Arraez, who is the 3-time National League batting champion. This is going to be big. Philadelphia's going to score a lot of runs. Au contraire, Arraez, who is now 0 for 15 in his last 3 games. I don't think he's ever been through a slump like this before. Hits into a double play. Next batter up flies out to left field. The Cardinals escape unscathed, and the Cardinals win the game 2-0 over Philadelphia. Cardinals are still 3.5 games out of the wild card berth. Play again this afternoon. It'll be interesting. This is a Wednesday afternoon game in St. Louis in mid-July with the temperature probably above 100 degrees. What fun will that be? Anyway, they do play. Cardinals do win last night. This will be the rubber game of the series.
You know, it's been a frustrating year to be a Kansas City Royals fan. Back-to-back games where they're within one run to the Dodgers. First game 6-5. Last night 5-4.
5-4 on a base hit by Max Muncy in the 10th inning that drove home the ghost runner. This is just rubbish. Why they have that in there, I'll never tell you, but they do. And the Dodgers win it by a score of 5-4. Dodgers are not playing really great baseball, but they have broken their losing streak, and this is consecutive wins now for them. So the Dodgers get the win, and Royals and Dodgers play again tonight. Now, the Springfield Cardinals opened up a homestand last night against Northwest Arkansas. The Naturals, that's the Kansas City Royals AA Farm Club, and they aren't very good. They have a losing record. So you look at the score, 15-8, and it's Northwest Arkansas that wins the game. 15-8, and Northwest Arkansas had 4 home runs off one pitcher. Oh, my. Anyway, they'll play again tonight, and nice I think it's fair to say toasty over in the ballpark in Central Springfield, and indeed the Cardinals hoping to come back now. They're playing well in the second half of the season, probably going to be in the playoffs, but you need to start winning too. That's the key.
Yeah, if they don't start correcting that ship anytime soon, they won't be. I was just thinking about this. When's the Field of Dreams game?
Actually, there are 2 of them. One was last night, which was a minor league game. Had the Iowa Cubs playing in that game, which is pretty good because the Field of Dreams is in Iowa, Dyersville, Iowa. So they had that one game. The major league game is tomorrow night, and it's the Minnesota Twins and the Philadelphia Phillies. They will be playing tomorrow night at the Field of Dreams, nationally televised game. They'll have a big crowd on hand. This is really great because I think they have all of the players walking out of the cornfields.
They have. If you're going to build the field, you know what I mean. You got to do it. It's like, yeah, you got to go all the way with this thing, and I agree with that decision. I know it's kind of corny.
Did
but
you
at
see
the same
movie?
time, 1,000 times.
There
One of
were
the best.
great lines in that movie. I don't know who the writers were, but boy, they had some super ones. Hey, where's Ty Cobb? We didn't invite him. He's a blank.
Yeah, well, that stuff. It's definitely one of the best baseball movies of all time. But for me personally, the best baseball movie of all time is The Natural with Redford. That movie, I think you can't touch that movie.
You like the arc lights exploding and the whole works.
They build a bat out of the tree that gets struck by lightning. It's like almost superhero type stuff. It's awesome. Anyway, Ned, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.